Oh, right, Dave. I wasn't late though. I got the debt. It's for you. Do you want me to put it, or shall I give it to you? Oh, you're just in time, Simon. But thanks for paying me a debt. So we got a lot of hundreds of debts here. So didn't know what's going on. Hope you don't mind. You want to sit down, would you, Simon? It's very fresh here. Would you mind to sit down for me, please? If you don't mind. Yeah, I don't mind. So, well, David, well, just here already, just paid you the debt, so just in case, just really wanted to tell you something about what happened. So, I do really mind that it's kind of weird all the time, but it's kind of weird all day for some reason, David. So, I knew this is gonna happen when all these things are worse, but I was spoken to the other managers, but so whatever happens, I do really think that I don't know. No matter what Jason has to forgive about, what he was trying to do is to solve the problem. So yeah, and I'm thinking about why is he doing this or why is he not doing it all the time. So I am physically getting out of this all the time. So whatever that is, David, um, just it came around side. I says I kind of feel nervous all the time, but Dave, it's basically very, very horrible for one day. For some reason, it's been for like a long time since, if it wasn't the cause of justice, it's just only an injustice, like a particular justice. So I knew that if it wasn't, so I have to take the lead. So David, I know you was right. You was right about when everything was been suffered from the course that, well, if it doesn't really matter about what he's going into it. So I'm, you know, I knew this is getting weird, David, but at some point there is the right ways to do it. So I had to tell Jason to stop him. I know what you mean, but what I usually say that if it doesn't really matter about where all the people wouldn't do anything as they wish for. So, although if it's not changed for differences between them. So, the thing is that in fact, there were no more than others. So we had to wish to make the ways to the south to graduate. Well, there isn't more particular ways to be complicated, but but at this point, we didn't know why we are doing this. But I'm not quite sure what we are doing. They're trying to break it into it. But though, it's not my kind of view of things already, but I'm absolutely get everything when I need. Before they get into that, they didn't know what they're doing. So I'm suggest you can make the ways that you always need to do. It's to get everything what you need. You might get yourself killed at this point. Otherwise you will be suffered from hay fever, or if you get hay fever, then it'll be lost and boundary. I didn't know what's going on, Simon, but I kind of felt busy for this. But at the moment, I've had just got an email from just taking care from the pits, though if not, so here is the deal. So you had me killed, and I had you killed. So anybody else who makes the freedom. So here is the deal. And then we will know what's happening. So then, if we want to know, that's the main reason. But the main reason thing that I've ever seen in my life. So, you know, whenever I found, if it's not a boundary, but we'll know what things is going to happen. And also, but thanks for paying me a debt, so that I have to keep the debt safe and sound. So all I need to do is I'll have to get a new phone call from Jason. So I had a text from Jason last time, but so you know, he's about to make his own rights. But his remainder or something, but he has to get in his all the time. So things is gonna get worse all along. Things is gonna get worse all the time. If you pass into the step, it will never lose again. So once again, you need to get on with it, unless you will be dead soon. Or you will be killed by the MWF, contrary. So you know that this is the end. You know this is very, very unbelievable. Well, it's believable actually. Nobody cares about what things are might gonna happen. So here is our deal. If we get into that way, then I received it. So we'll know what's going on, and we'll know the rights, and we'll know the rights all along. But I fight alongside with other people, so anybody else who basically gets into it, so then you know what happens to us. So if anybody else who gives the ways that anyone who hasn't got their disease, but the disease hasn't got any inventory of the disease, of where all these people were diseased because they died of stroke, because the stroke of their, well, because of their stroke, so they died of a stroke. So we'll know it's right or wrong. But at some point, you may not know what things is gonna happen. So though, if anyone who gives you that the right ways to continue on to the next level, but the level is, you know what things is gonna happen, would you? So then here's my deal. So by the way, Simon, I've already told you everything, but I've already explained to you already. So yeah, but thanks for giving me pay me a debt to me, so thanks for paying a debt to you. Well, actually, thanks for pay your debt to me, so I'm proud, appreciate it. So I will like you to leave if possible, so I want you to leave immediately. So then I will have to sort them out, so all I need is somebody else that comes in from the other side. So yeah, we'll see you again. So we'll get to that at some point at this right. So yeah, Simon, we'll get to that point, and then we'll see tomorrow. You understand me? So we'll get to that all the time. Okay, Dave. See you tomorrow.